Welcome to Serendipity Intended. My name is Tracy Ann. Today is day 28 of the Junk Journal July 2025 challenge, and the prompt for today is cursive. I cannot believe that we only have, 3 more days after this one left in the challenge. I have been having so much fun with these prompts. I hope you are too. And here is our page for today. Now, I did, prior to the video, go ahead and cover the book page that was there with a piece of just graph paper. And then I had this card in my stash, and I thought she kind of fit the feel of the journal. And so first thing was to just glue her down. This page is pretty simple. There's not a lot to it. So with that element glued down, I'm going to go ahead and use one of my favorite techniques, which is using my colored pencils to extend the image beyond itself and onto the page. I've done this on a number of pages in the spread. I just really find it to be kind of a fun challenge to take my drawing skills and extend whatever the image is onto the page. And I think it really does take an image that someone else created and really make it your own, and your own piece of art and creativity. I like to use the colored pencils because the medium is pretty easy to control. You can start light and then add shading or pressure to add more to it and really get it to the look and the color that you want kind of gradually over time. Then I just looked for opportunities to extend the lines that were on the card onto the page itself to further enhance the illusion that the drawing is actually bigger than the original one was. Have you given any thought to what you're going to do next after the challenge is over? I often find myself at a little bit of a loss about what to do next because I don't have something giving me those prompts. Anyway, so I had this really fun paper with these circles on it, and I wanted to use it somewhere in my journal, and I thought this would be a really cool way to punch them out and then use them almost as like sleep dream bubbles. So she's sleeping and she's dreaming about journaling. And so I sort of scattered the bubbles around as though they were kind of floating out of her head and into space as she dreamt. I don't always do this, but sometimes I do imagine a little bit of a story behind the picture or the page, and this is definitely one of those times. Now you'll notice I'm letting some of these hang over the edge. I like to do this in my journals. I don't need to have all of the edges neat and clean. And so I did go back, I think, and trim off some of them, but I left the one on the right hand side stay the way that it was so it could serve as sort of a tab or page turner. Then I took my colored pencil and made some smaller dream dots to connect her more directly to the circles. And then really quick trimming those top pages. And then the only thing that remained was to add the part that relates to the prompt of cursive. So I decided just to take my Micron .005 pen and journal around the circles, again to sort of connect them to her and to each other. So I started out with just the phrase "dream a little dream," and then I continued using those words just to kind of swirl around each of the circles and make them look like they were thoughts floating out of her head. And once again, I decided to go in and grab a quote, and I found this one that has to do with living your dream with passion, which I thought totally fit the page that I had created. So I went ahead and placed them on the page. Just to connect them to the graphic, I added some marks there that were related to the marks in her dream bubbles. And then all that remained was to create our label for today, as I have with each of the other pages, just to help me remember what the prompt was. And then to include it on the page. Played a little bit with placement and then decided, nope, first thought was really the best thought. And that's it. If you like this, please consider subscribing to my channel, give the video a like, and as always, make a great day.